that out of many we are one, that while we breathe, we hope, and where we are met with cynicism and doubt, and those who tell us that we can't, we will respond with that timeless creed that sums up the spirit of a people. Yes, we can.
It's been a week since Barack Obama's historic victory, a victory immortalized in media coverage from around the world. In Washington, D.C., at the Newseum, a museum devoted to news, we caught up with U.S. News Editor-at-Large David Gergen. Gergen's been a White House advisor to 4 presidents. So who better to ask? What kind of leader will Obama be?
The truth of the matter is we're not sure. We never are sure until someone gets there because there is no school for future presidents. So the question has always been, is he ready? And what kind of leader will he be? And I think that many people have voted in the election for him did so with more hope than confidence.
I have a great confidence that he's sort of going to take us out of the last 8 years of what we've been experiencing under Bush.
And so I think he'll really follow through with those ideas instead of sticking with the old way of doing things.
He married up the power of the internet to the principles of community organizing in a pioneering way that I think is going to set the standard now for all future campaigns. A couple of people who are close to me and also came close to him in the campaign, worked for him in the campaign. These people have told me, David, emotionally, he's the healthiest political leader we've seen. He's very comfortable in who he is. He's unflappable. He's very calm. He himself says he doesn't have the great highs, but he doesn't have the great lows. And he's steady. And I think at a time of crisis, people are looking for somebody who's steady.
Put their hands on the arc of history and bend it once more toward the hope of a better day.
The presidency is no longer a lonely job in which you look to one person to save the nation. The presidency, increasingly in this age, is a job in which you mobilize others to participate.
He's created such incredibly high expectations surrounding himself. How could he possibly live up to them?
He cannot live up to those expectations in the near term, and the first 100 days, even the first 1,000 days. And I thought he was wise in the closing days of the campaign and then in the night he won to start lowering expectations about instant change and began raising expectations about long-term change.
We are and always will be the United States of America.
President-elect Obama faces a tough road ahead, most notably the worst economy since the Great Depression.
To leadership in these critical days.
The trick here, if I can use that term, is to remember what Roosevelt did during the Great Depression. Roosevelt, with his New Deal, did not solve problems instantaneously, indeed. But what Roosevelt was a master at doing was not only creating programs, but he created a bridge of hope across the valley. And for a great majority of Americans, as long as you were on that bridge, life could be bad, but it was still okay psychologically.
Change has come to America.
As long as we have some sense we're in this together, that we don't have one group of people way up at the top who are living the life, of kings, as long as that's the case, and there's a sense of that this is one country, and I think as the first African American, there are a lot of people rooting for him. There are an awful lot of people who feel he's on my side, and he sort of represents one of us, and I'd like to see him succeed.
Thank you. God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
This is Kevin Whitelaw for U.S. News and World Report in Washington, D.C.